Holly Willoughby is flying home from a holiday in Portugal this weekend ahead of her return to the This Morning sofa on Monday. But despite being saddened by Phillip Schofield's suffering, friends say she still hasn't been in touch with her former co-star. The presenter is said to be gobsmacked by her former colleague lifting the lid so publicly on his affair with a much younger colleague. But as the fallout continues to rage, those close to Holly insist there is no way she will be following Schofield out the door at This Morning. Despite suggestions that she would also depart the show, sources claim she is needed to steady the ship at the program. Friends of Holly have also suggested that ITV cannot risk sacking her without questions being asked about the position of its management team and whether they were aware of the affair. Holly was said to be sorry to see how Mr. Schofield has been struggling with his mental health since leaving This Morning. A source told The Sun, Holly has not spoken to Phil, but was saddened to see him like that. Seeing Phil so downtrodden and in a bad way was distressing for a number of people who know him personally. They added, it is an incredibly sad situation. Phil has his daughters and friends supporting him now. When Holly accepted the national television gong on behalf of This Morning for Best Daytime Show in 2018, she wasn't just surrounded by her fellow presenters, who included Ruth Langsford and Alison Hammond, and the program's editor Martin Friesel. Also smiling among the top brass was a handsome but lowly 20-something production assistant. As we now know, this was Phillip Schofield's much younger lover at the time. For such a junior member of staff to be included in this illustrious group certainly surprised his superiors, many of whom were not invited to celebrate the award with the great and good of the program. He was also, apparently, on the VIP river boat organized by ITV executive Emma Gormley, which had arranged to take the talent up the Thames from the broadcaster's HQ to the O2 Arena, where the awards were taking place. One former staff member tells me, you should have seen him on there, quaffing champagne. It was a treat for the talent and very high-ups, not the junior production assistants. That the young man had been invited to such an exclusive gathering adds credence to the fact that surely Emma Gormley and others must have known that he and Schofield had some kind of close relationship. In particular, there has been speculation in some quarters over what Holly knew. For in addition to these images, she and the young man were seen interacting outside the same event 2 years later. Former co-stars Phillip and Holly also had a famously close relationship, even enjoying holidays together at their adjacent luxury villas on the Algarve. Indeed, Portugal was where mother of three Holly spent the half-term break with her family this week. I understand she knew Phillip wouldn't be there before she confirmed her travel plans. And it was where she was said to be gobsmacked on Thursday night when she discovered that Schofield had spoken out about his relationship with his much younger colleague just days before she returns to present This Morning on Monday. In his first interview since the scandal erupted, Schofield insisted Holly had been entirely ignorant of the affair.